Right. Hello and welcome back to a session of Fit Essentials. Last week's adventures of the Grand Canyon were fantastic. Everyone kept the skin on their feet and made it out strong and well. And now we're back to live classes. So thanks for being here. In today's class, we're going to be using the short band as part of the first series. If you have it, if not, no problem. And we're going to be utilizing it for some side plank clamshells. So I would say some lighter to moderate resistance, not a really heavy band for that portion. And I think that's about all we need to know. Let's go ahead and come to hands and knees. We're going to warm up our wrists, do some breathing and some cat-cow positions to get started. All right, so go ahead and come on down to all fours, hands and knees. Go ahead and pull the belly in just a little bit. Make sure you're not overarching the back. I'm going to turn those hands down, the fingers pointing in towards you. From here, just gently lean back. Get a nice stretch for those forearms. Work to spread the fingers nice and wide here as you lean back. Very good. From here, go ahead and walk the hands in so the fingers are facing one another. Go ahead and interlace the fingers. And now we're going to make some little circular patterns here. Get a nice stretch through the wrist. 2 to 3 times in one direction. And then when you're ready, 2 to 3 times the other way. Very good. Go ahead and come off the hand, shake out the wrist. Shake them and then roll them around 2 to 3 times each way. All right, fantastic. We're going to go back to hands and knees, make a nice wide handprint. We're going to go 3 to 5 cycles of some cat-cow breathing to kind of prep the body. So as you exhale, you're going to push through your shoulders, draw that chin in towards your chest, turn your eyes towards your thighs. And then when you go to inhale, gently arch, drawing your shoulders down your back, lifting the head, looking straight in front of you. And then find your rhythm there. Nice, long, deep breathing. Trying to exhale a little bit more than you normally would. And then inhale a little bit deeper than you normally would. Just being cautious not to overarch that back as you lift the head. Let's go 2 more times. Good. One more inhale, gently arch, draw those shoulders back. And last exhale this series. Bring your big toes together, divide the knees, reach the arms straight out. Let's drop it back for child's position. Lower the head between the arms. And we're going to go 3 cycles of breathing here. Trying to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Look to expand the back of the rib cage. One more time. And come on back up. Back to all fours. Quadruped hip rock. Walk the knees in so that they're touching. Draw the belly in towards the spine. And now lower the hips towards one side. And then up and across. And same thing to the other side. Let's go twice more each direction. Not forcing here, keeping the arms nice and straight. Final time each direction. Stretching the low back a little bit, sides of the hips. All right, once you finish that position, go ahead and turn the toes under, drive the hips high. Let's come on up into down dog. We're going to make our way up to our feet. So long back of the body, draw that chin to the chest and gently pulse the heart towards the thighs. Breathe in as you rock forward just a bit and then exhale, rocking back. Draw that chin in. And let's go ahead and walk out those heels. Get a nice stretch to those lower legs. Good, about 3 to 5 pedals each foot, taking your time, lowering the heel towards the floor, feeling that stretch, and then switch when you're ready. All right, as you finish that calf stretch, gradually inchworm your way up, walking feet towards your hands, hands towards your feet. Keep a soft bend in those knees, and then just nice and slow, coming up out of that toe touch position. Fantastic. All right, if your water's nearby, let's go ahead and grab a drink of water, and then we'll get those bands out. We're going to bring them up around just underneath the knees to start. All righty. So we're going to have 90 seconds here. We're going to be doing a banded walk. Depending upon your space, you'll take anywhere between 4 to 6 steps each direction before you make your way back. You're going to go 2 to 3 squats. So standing up nice and tall. If you're not quite ready, just join us when you are. Soft bend in the knees, draw the abdomen in, and here we go. 4 to 6 steps out to the side. Band is just underneath the knees. When you get to the end of that space, drive those knees wide. Keep those heels planted. We're going to go 2 to 3 squats. Good. And then you'll take it back, maintaining that little defensive stance throughout. So a little quarter squat as you move, and then 2 to 3 squats on the other side. Usually have time for about 3 cycles of this during that 90 seconds. Just warming up the body, getting all the stabilizer muscles of the hips and knees firing. Very good. Try to smile as you breathe here. Start to reinforce that positive experience with exercise. Very good. Just over halfway. Excellent. Shoulders back and down as you're moving through. Fantastic. And take it back once more. So we'll be at the end of my 3rd set. So I'm going to call it after this. We're just about 10 seconds shy of that 90-second mark. Very good. 90 seconds is up in 3, 2, 1. And we're going to transition down to the mat. We're going to make our way down. We're going to do side plank clamshells next. Go ahead and move the band just above the knees. So we're going to have 30 seconds on each side. As you come on down, ensure that your elbow is stacked just underneath that shoulder. Knees are bent here, feet are stacked. You're going to keep your feet together throughout. And when we go here, coming up in 2, 1, come up with your elbow down and your bottom knee down. Feet stay together. You're going to lift that top knee up, just slightly lifting up against that band. Good. Really key here. Keep the shoulders stacked over one another. We tend to roll forward and lift up. Meaning lift those hips up towards the sky, just over halfway. Very good. Let's get about 2 more reps here. Hips stay high throughout. Bottoms of the feet stay touching each other. And go ahead and rest. Good job. Come on down. Swing yourself around. Same thing other side. Bring that elbow underneath the shoulders. Knees are bent, feet and legs are stacked, and coming up in 2, 1, here we go. Establish that side plank, elbow down, knee down, and then feet together as you lift that top knee for the clamshell. Excellent. You can either reach that top arm straight up, you can rest it on your hip. Just watch that you're not rounding forward. Very good. Chin in, looking straight forward. Almost there. A couple more. And 2, 1, and go ahead and rest. Fantastic. Make your way onto your back. We're going to do a short stretch, loosen up that low back, and then we're going to do a set of banded glute bridges. So as you come onto your back, set those shoulder blades back and down, and we're just going to simply start here by a double kneaded chest. Hug the legs in and gently rock yourself side to side. All right, from there, when you're ready, you're going to place the feet about hip width apart, drive the knees out against your band, chin draws in, and then here we go. Just nice and gradual at first. Roll those hips back and then start to lift them up towards the ceiling, pushing out against the band throughout. Hold the top of that bridge as you really squeeze the bum, and then relax those hips down. We're going to go 45 seconds here. I invite you to close the eyes, just feel your body move. Tune into the breathing. Controlling down and driving up. Very good. So 1 or 2 more reps, nice and controlled. Draw that chin in. The higher the hips get, the more you can stretch the back of that neck. And 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and take a rest. Fantastic. You can keep that band on the legs. We're going to make our way back up. We have one more round of that. We'll make our way back to that banded walk with the squats. We'll start here in about 10 seconds. We'll have 90 seconds to work. The water's nearby. Go ahead and grab a quick drink. And round 2 starts in 2, 1. Here we go. Little quarter squats, midline solid, shoulders back and down. Nice. 4 to 6 steps, and then 2 to 3 squats. Working on that range of motion, driving those knees out. Moving with good control and taking it back. That's great, Sharon. I can see you well. Good. Full foot should be planted. We give a lot of focus on staying in the heels, but that doesn't mean we want to see the toes lift up as you squat. So I like to focus on that big toe because it tends to lead the pack. Push that big toe down versus lifting the big toe up. Good. That's halfway through. 45 seconds left. Good. Watch those knees, Sharon. Keep them pushing out wide against the band as you squat down. That's better. Breathing and moving here. That's 1 minute, 30 seconds left. Awesome. Whew. All right, and final little stretch here, 15 seconds left. We're making our way down for those side plank clamshells. Try to get back to where you started. And 2, 1, and rotate. Excellent. Coming down for the side planks. Bringing that elbow just underneath the shoulder. Knees bent, feet stacked. Coming up in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. Lifting straight up. Downside knee stays connected to the ground. And then top knee comes up. Good job. Shoulders stacked right over each other, looking straight ahead. So sure, we're not lifting the leg, feet stay in contact with each other. And then just, there you go. Good. Divide the knees, close the knees. We do have a couple different styles of clamshells we do. With the band, we keep the feet touching. 5 seconds, 1 or 2 more reps. Open the clamshell, close the clamshell, and rest. Swing it around to the other side. Get that elbow in a good position. People tend to go wide with the elbow, so stack it just underneath that shoulder. Coming up in 5 seconds. Ready, begin. Hips lift up, knee stays down, feet continue to touch. Good, breathe here. Watch the head position, chin tends to jut forward. So draw that chin in, looking straight forward. Good. 10 seconds. Really starting to feel that bottom hip fire. That glute is activating, and there's our rest. Fantastic. Take it onto your back. We're going to stretch the low back before those bridges, and this time into 2-knee twist. So you're going to bring your arms out to your side, hold the legs together, and then bring both legs across to one side. As you turn your head, look over the opposite shoulder. A little adjustment there. And then when you're ready, sweep those legs across. Same thing other way. Legs go to one side, head and neck turn the other way. Maybe once more on each side. Sweep the legs across, turn the head. And second time, second side. Very good. Once you even yourself out on both sides, come into position for those glute bridges. Set the feet about hip width apart, pushing out against the bands. And when you're ready, here we go, 45 seconds. Practice holding the tub, about a 2-second pause, and then we're down and resting. Right back up when you're ready. Chin draws in towards the chest, trying to make that triple chin with your head to elongate the back of the neck. Close those eyes and breathe. Exhale as you drive those hips up. Inhale as you relax down. See how much of your booty you can get to fire. Wake up those deep inner muscles in there. About 10 seconds left. Chin pulls in. Squeeze the bottom. All those muscles get dormant when we sit quite a bit. Let's go one, last one. Knees drive out, hips push up, no pinching that low back. 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Excellent. Let's go ahead and slide the band off the legs. And we'll do a little bit more stretching while we're down here. Set that band aside. Go ahead and extend out your left leg, actively pushing that left thigh into the ground, and then interlace your hands and draw that right knee towards the right shoulder. Once we're here, ankle rolls about 5 times each direction. Very good. Reverse directions. Roll the ankle the other way. And then gently pull that right knee across the body like you're trying to bring it towards the left shoulder. Say hello to the glute on that right hip. Close the eyes. Hold this for about 2 to 3 cycles of breathing. Nice, smooth breathing. And switch. Actively push that right thigh into the floor as you draw the left knee towards the left shoulder. Ankle rolls first, left foot. About 5 rotations one way, and then about 5 rotations the other. From this single knee to chest, we'll go into that glute stretch, pulling that left knee gently across the body towards the right shoulder, holding for about 3 cycles of breathing. Fantastic. When you finish there, let's go ahead and roll it back over to all fours. We'll make our way back into down dog once more and then come on up to our feet. Getting ready for our second circuit. Got 3 rounds of this next circuit, starting with some squats. Draw that chin in towards the chest, elongate the back of the body. Stretch out those calves once more. And then nice and slow, you can make a little inchworm here. Feet towards the hands, hands towards the feet. Soft bend those knees as you gradually make your way back up to standing. Wonderful. As you come on up to standing, walk the feet about hip width apart. Bring both arms up to overhead. Soft bend those knees, and then let's just stretch the side of the body. Grab the wrist of one arm and then stretch across that opposite side. Breathing here. And then we'll come back up. Same thing. Grab that wrist and then gently taking it across the opposite side. Fantastic. We're going to go once more each side with a little rotation this time. So back to that first side. Feel that side body stretch long and then turn your downside shoulder. Try to peer up past your arm, looking up towards the sky or ceiling. Breathing there into that tension. And then unwind, same thing, second side. Grab the wrist, soft bend, stretching long, and then downside shoulder, peering up. Unwind and shake it out. Good job. A little side step arm swing here. Alternate which arm comes on top. Shoulders back and down, and rotate the palms forward as you swing the arms back, kind of pinning those shoulders back and down. Nice. All right, fantastic. We should have our squats good and warmed up here. So go ahead and find the weight you want to start with. We're going to be doing a weighter squat today. So this means you're going to hold the weight in one side of the body. You'll have your feet positioned for the squat, and they'll be nice and controlled, down and up. We're going to be doing a minute of squats. Then we'll have 30 seconds of a bent over row coming into a slightly forward hinge, chin in, drawing those weights straight up and into your chest. You can either hold 1 weight or 2. From there, we're going to be doing some single leg work with a reverse lunge. 30 seconds on each leg. We'll have about 15 seconds in between exercises. And each round is going to finish with 1 minute of some blood flow work. So we'll do some cross crawl patterns, some running high knees, some marching, all kinds of variation that you can choose from. All right, let's go ahead and find the weight you want to start with. We're going to start here in about just over 10 seconds. And let's start with that weight in your non-dominant arm, typically the left for most. I'm going to mirror you by starting on my right. Set those feet, slight toe out, and begin. Controlling down. Think about having that elbow up and forward. And nice steady breathing here. We got a full minute. we're simply going to switch arms at 30 seconds. So if that sounds like a little intimidating for you, pause at the top, kind of slow down your cadence of these squats. It can be nice and deliberate. If you want a little bit more challenging workout today, then keep that cycle a little bit faster. All right, get ready to switch arms. 2, 1, and second, 30 seconds. Bring that weight to the opposite side. And here we go. Step right into it. Try not to have any pause. You don't need to really change positions of your feet. Just move the weight to the opposite side. Nice. Halfway through this side. Keep the eyes up, looking straight ahead. Fantastic. All right, coming up on that first full minute here in 2, 1, and pause. We'll take 15 seconds. Bent over row is next. So you want to check in with your feet, bring them so that they're straight underneath the hips, all the toes pointing straight ahead. Draw your abdomen in with a soft bend in the knee. You're going to hinge forward, chin in, and here we go. Both elbows draw back. Squeezing the shoulder blades back and down. Good, chin in, looking straight down towards the floor. Got to extend that neck. Nice. Sharon, you can keep your chest just a little bit taller. You don't have to be quite as horizontal. Yep, so chest up just a little bit more. There you go. Just holding strong in that midline. Squeeze those elbows in, nice strong back position in 2, 1, and rest. Push through those feet, come on back to standing. And we're gonna recommend no weight for this first round of lunges. And we're gonna start with your left foot forward. So all the toes pointing straight ahead, chest nice and tall. And 2, 1, here we go. Right foot steps back, left heel stays down. Drive that heel coming up and forward. Good. We're gonna stay on the same side, 30 seconds, and then we'll switch. Eyes up, chest tall. Excellent. You wanna have a long enough stance that front heel can stay planted, shin can stay vertical. Excellent. And I like to reach my arms up, kind of like when you're not holding any weights for the squat. Encourage that chest to stay tall. Maybe 1 more, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. 15 seconds, and then we'll do the other side. In between sides, you can just give a little torso rotation here. Keep that low back loose. There you go. All right, getting ready for your right foot to be forward. Left foot's gonna step back. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Controlling that knee down, eyes up and forward. Nice. I like to pretend I'm on the beach and I'm making a nice deep footprint with that front foot, gripping the toes, driving that heel down. Excellent. Should not have any pain as you move here. If there's any discomfort, just go through a little bit shorter range of motion. So maybe the knee doesn't come all the way down. Maybe just do a big giant step back. And time is up in 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're getting ready for our blood flow. We're going to change it up every 20 seconds, starting with some step or jump jacks. Eyes looking straight ahead. Very good. Stepping or jumping. Breathe. Awesome. This is the end of round 1. We're going to be doing this for 3 rounds. So pace yourself accordingly. And change it up. Either skip and punch or march and punch. Bring the arms across the body, keeping the legs and hips nice and level. Exhale with that punch. You can add a little hop to it if you want. Good. Maybe a side shuffle next. So just a little side shuffle and back. You can add like a little touch in between, kind of reach down, touch the floor, and then switch. Good, 10 seconds. Long spine as you reach down. Excellent. We're gonna have 30 seconds rest. Coming up in 2, 1, and rest. Excellent work. All right, grab a drink. Walk it out, lead back to those squats. You want to hold a little bit heavier weight, you can. If you want to have a weight available to hold with the lunges. And anything you want to change up for that bent over row. All right, starting in 5 seconds. Set the feet, just a very mild toe out, probably in your left arm. 2, 1, here we go. Round 2 of 3. Think about driving that elbow up and forward. Help keep that chest nice and tall. Good. You want to come down as far as you can in your squats without having your hips turn under you. So keep your midline engaged. Eyes up. Excellent. Get ready to switch arms. 2, 1, other hand. Just switch hands and then right back to it. Excellent. Remember, you can slow down that pace by pausing in the top, taking one full breath before you go back into it. Awesome. And with the weight on one side of the body, we're working to keep the hips square. There's that tendency to want to rotate away. So hips square, eyes up, last one, and rest. Excellent. Bent over row is next. Walk those feet in so all the toes are pointing straight ahead. Draw the midline in, soft bend those knees. 2, 1, here we go. Elbows back and in. It's a good practice here. Pause in the back, squeeze and hold, and then reach it forward. Put in that strong mid-back posture. Very good. We're over halfway. Inhale as you reach forward. Exhale as you draw those elbows back and in. And 2, 1, and pause. Good job. Stand it up. Reverse lunges next. Feel free to shake it out a little bit. It's going to be your left foot forward. And depending upon your strength of the lunges, if you want to hold some weights, either at your sides or underneath the chin. All right, eyes up, chest up, left foot forward, right foot steps back in 2, 1, here we go. Control that knee down. Think about propelling yourself up and forward through that front foot. Toes grip down, heel drives into the floor, fully extending that hip. Excellent. And as you step back, fight to keep the hips nice and level. Don't let those hips kick out at all. Good. 10 seconds. Very good. Maybe one more. 2, 1, and pause. Good job. 15 seconds in between sides. Little torso rotation. Shake it out. And getting ready for your right foot to be forward. Eyes up, chest up, starting in 2, 1. Here we go. Control that left knee down. Grip those toes. Power through that heel, that front foot. Very nice. Yep, working your balance. Watch that we don't let that front knee dive forward. We're almost there. 10 seconds. Getting ready for our blood flow coming up next. 2, 1, and transition. Fantastic. All right. We did jump jacks first last time. We're going to change it up a little bit. Looking to do some heel raises or some butt kickers. So activating the hamstrings, pulling the heels up underneath, driving the arms at the side. Nice, relaxed lower foot. Excellent. Here you go. Getting ready to switch it up. We'll go step jacks or jump jacks next. 2, 1, and begin. Step or jump. You can step just like so, or have that little jump in there. Awesome job. Third exercise is going to be our grapevine, or you can stick with that side shuffle. 2, 1, and transition. So either normal side shuffle or the crossover. Cross in front, cross in back. You can still add that touch of the floor, kind of warming us up for our skier stance in that last round that we have coming up later on. Good, almost there. 2, 1, and there's our time. All right, great work. We're gonna give 40 seconds rest. we'll begin to our third and final round. Woo. Grab some water, make any changes to the weights as needed. Kind of stretch it out just a little bit. A little bit of side stretch and reach here. 15 seconds. There you go. All right, let's grab our weight, getting ready for that last round of waiter squats. Weight in the left arm, elbow up and forward. Turn those toes out. And 3, 2, 1, begin. Good, smooth breathing. Either same tempo as before, or you can push the edge just a little bit. You know your body, and depending upon how well you know your body, you're a little uncertain, less is more. We always want you to be able to come back next time versus work so hard that you're too sore to function later on. All right, get ready to switch arms here. Second 30 seconds, go ahead and switch arms if you haven't. Breathing and moving. Excellent job. There you go, pushing that elbow up as you lower down. Reaching that non-working arm out in front. Beautiful, 10 seconds. Woo. Go, maybe one more. And 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Bent over row coming up next. So grab 1 or 2 weights. All the toes pointing straight ahead. Draw the belly in. Come in that forward hinge. And here we go. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. On those elbows nice and high. Breathe in as you reach forward. Exhale on that row. Good. Keep maintaining that soft bend of the knees. Take the pressure off the back. Good. 10 seconds. Squeeze those shoulders down. Let's get in one last one with a 2-second hold. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and rest. Push to your feet. Come on up. All right. Take 15 seconds, and then we'll be into lunges on your left leg. With or without weights. Feet pointing straight ahead. 2, 1, and begin. Controlling your right knee down. Hips stay level. Very nice. Either reaching your arms straight out as you lower the legs down, or if you have a weight in your hand, elbows up and forward. Halfway. Excellent work. Maybe one more rep. And rest. Good job. We'll take 15 seconds in between sides. Shake it out. All right. Check back in with your feet. All the toes straight on. Eyes up. 2, 1, and begin. Your left foot steps back. Right foot stays forward. Nice. As we get a little bit more fatigued here, really focus in. Never want to slam that knee down. Moving with control. Excellent. Good. 10 seconds left. Think about propelling yourself up and forward out of that front leg. Fully standing tall. Last one. Very good. And rest when you finish that. All right. One more minute of blood flow. Let's start with the jump jacks this time. Step or jump. Woo! There you go. We're going to go to that march and punch or skip and punch. 5 more seconds here. 2, 1, and here we go. You can slow it down a little bit with a march or keep that little hop in there. Lift the knees, lift the toes, eyes up, smile. Exhale with that punch. Awesome. 5 more seconds and we'll finish with that grapevine. And here we go. Cross them over. And see if you can step down, reach for the floor, and then taking it back. Nice. Nice and light on the feet. 10 seconds. There we go. Let's go one more time. Down and back. 3, 2, 1. And there's that minute. All right, nice work. That was a long circuit. Grab a drink of water. We do a little bit of stretching and then we'll be into our third and final circuit. We have Renegade Rows, Burpees, and our 3-point skier step or balance. But before we jump into that, let's open up those hip flexors, open up the upper body a little bit with our tricep side bend from a stagger stance. So I want you to set your left foot forward, step that right foot back, draw the abdomen down and in so we don't arch the back here. Reach that right arm up, chin in, bend at the elbow. So a couple of things here. We're going to shift that back hip forward, squeeze the glute of that back leg, eyes up, chin in, grab the elbow, stretch the tricep. And now with the eyes up, you'll gently bend toward your left side. And breathe. Good, come back out of it. Keeping that back foot back, shift the hip again. And then one more time, bending to the side. If you'd like, downside shoulder could rotate, peering up towards the ceiling or the sky. It's getting a little bit colder here. We're expecting some snow on Thursday. So temperatures are in the 50s today. A little cold for my liking to be outside. Come on up, shake it out. In between sides, we're going to go behind the back stretch. So wide base stance here, keeping that soft bend in the knee, keeping the ribs down and in. Interlace the hands, draw those elbows back, open the chest. Good, and with that bend in the knees, more bend in the knees, Sharon. There you go. Now, long spine, hips back. Lower that head down and pull those arms straight up over your head. Mostly over your torso, but aiming for your head. And now send that air in the back of the rib cage. We're trying to expand our lungs. Keep that airflow, using as much of our lungs as we can. We tend to have really short breathing patterns. One more breath. And come on up. Shake out the arms. All right, tricep side bend, opposite side. So now you'll keep your right foot forward. Left foot steps back. Draw the abdomen down and in as you reach that left arm up. Draw the chin in, bending the elbow. So primary focus here, hips. Shift the hips, squeeze the glute of that trail leg. Secondary focus, our upper body stretch. Pull that elbow back and gently bend towards the side. Keeping your eyes up on the first one. Try to squeeze that booty of your left leg. The more you can squeeze the back side, the more the front side will relax. Come out of that side bend. Reestablish, shift the hips, squeeze the glute. Bend to the side once again, and then take your right armpit, trying to rotate, trying to look up towards the ceiling or sky, looking past your left arm. Breathing there. Woo. Unwind and shake it out. Great job. Side step arm swing. All right, friends, we're going to have 3 rounds coming up next. 3 exercises down on the ground for our Renegade Rows. You can also do this from an elevated position. And maybe you don't have 2 weights, you can have 1 weight in between the hands, whether it's from an elevated plank or all the way down on the floor, okay? We'll go 40 seconds of that Renegade Row, alternating arms. We'll have about 10 seconds of transition, and then we have 40 seconds of the burpee. I'm gonna be doing the no push-up version. If anybody wants to do that full push-up, you're welcome to it. Just watch the low back so you don't overarch that low back. All right, we're gonna start here in 15 seconds. Set the weights. Set your feet just a little bit wider than your push-ups if you're working on the floor. And here we go. Elbow nice and high. Hips as level as you can. Alternating arms. Chin draws in. Good. Fantastic. Try to pause the top and try to see how softly you can set that weight back on the floor. So don't let it just drive you down. Very good. That's 30 seconds, 10 seconds left. Squeeze that shoulder blade in towards the spine as you draw that elbow high. And 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Set the weights aside. Getting ready for burpees. Nice wide handprint. And here we go. Plank. And then you can step or hop up to your feet, standing tall. These also can be done elevated. So you can have the hands on an elevated surface, walk the feet up, walk the feet back, or jump the feet up, jump the feet back. Totally up to you. Very good. That's our halfway, another 20 seconds. Try to pace just a little bit. We're going to be working our balance a bit when we finish this exercise. All righty, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds rest. We're going to be doing our 3-point skier step. So looking straight ahead, chest nice and tall. When you're ready, you're going to grip the foot down, step the foot behind, reach your opposite hand, the opposite foot in front, and then switch. Nice long step back, reaching towards that opposite foot. Good. Hinging over, reaching down. If you feel stable there, you can add that challenge for the balance, lifting up out of the hip. Back foot stays off the ground, and you reach for that front foot. Same thing, lift, establish that position, bowing down, standing tall. Excellent. Almost there. Whew. Up last time. Balance out both sides. And take a rest when you're ready. Good job. We'll have 30 seconds in between rounds. That's our first of 3. All right, great job. 20 seconds. So we're back to those Renegade Rows. Nice work. 10 seconds. So come on into position. Elevated or down on the floor, feet outside the hips. Getting ready to go in 2, 1, and begin. Looking straight down between the wrists. Exhale as you draw that elbow up and in, pulling that shoulder blade in towards your spine. Excellent. And really key here, not to let those hips drop down. So watch that low back. Belly draws in the whole time. If you feel yourself starting to arch, you're going to come down to the knees. Hey, Diane, welcome. 15 seconds left. Good, good focus. Try to even out the arms. And there's our 40 seconds. Excellent job. Set the weights aside. Getting ready for burpees. Woo! Second of 3 rounds. And here we go for the burpees. Step or hop. Bottom of the push-up, or excuse me, top of the push-up. Stepping or hopping up to the top. If you are stepping, we want to try to get all the way into the heels and have a nice long step, alternating which foot steps up and which foot steps back. Trying to keep the hips as balanced as you can. Squeeze the glutes, standing tall. 15 seconds. Very good. Just nice and steady here. Don't have to kill yourself with exercise. You just want to move your body, elevate the heart rate, build some confidence. Last one. And rest. Good job. Getting ready for those skier steps. Option to work the balance. All righty, 2, 1, when you're ready. So without the balance challenge, you have that back foot on the ground. Good. Just crossing the body, hand to the opposite foot. You do want to do the balance challenge, lifting up out of the hip. Back foot stays off the ground. Everything else is the same. Nice. Definitely more challenging to practice your balance when you're more fatigued. Just make sure you're not just dropping into your hips. Good. Great. All righty. Getting ready to rest here in 2, 1. Maybe if you want to balance out each side. And we'll take 30 seconds from here. Great work. Grab a drink. One final round. All right, we're going to start in 20 seconds. Give you a little extra rest for this last round. Back to those Renegade Rows in 10 seconds. Let's make our way into position. Weights just underneath the hands. Feet a little wider than a regular push-up. Starting in 2, 1, and begin. Draw that shoulder down out of the ear as you pull that elbow high. As little shift as possible between the hips and shoulders as you switch hands. Very good. Wonderful. There's the first 20 seconds. Continue to draw the belly button in towards your spine, keeping those hips level to your shoulders. All right, maybe one more on each arm. And take the rest. Excellent. Moving the weights out of the way, getting ready for our final round of burpees. Starting in 2, 1. Here we go. If you do hop to your feet, make sure you're really strong in the midline. If you have any chronic low back pain, I recommend the stepping and maybe even an elevated burpee. Awesome job. Nice wide handprint to support that upper body. Step it forward, step it up. Reach those hands up to overhead. It's a great day to be alive. Getting on the ground, getting off the ground. Sounds simple. All right, 10 seconds left. Woohoo! And 2, 1, and rest. All right, just the balance work to finish. Standing tall, ready, and begin. Lift up out of that hip, cross the foot over behind you, hand towards the opposite foot. Nice. Shoulders back and down as you stand tall. Each time you come back up to standing, think about lifting up towards the sky. I like to imagine we've got friends from above with their little puppet strings pulling us up, working against gravity for us. Fantastic. Woo. Careful you don't collapse like I just did. If you need to, keep that back foot on the ground. Good, 10 seconds. Step it out, step it tall, and 2, 1, and all done there. Excellent work. Woo-hoo. Virtual high fives. All right, grab a drink of water, and we will stretch together. All right, let's go ahead and make our way down to the floor. We're gonna do our hurdler stretch from a seated position. So you're gonna sit up. Make sure you're sitting up on your sit bones so you can kind of move the flesh of your glutes out to the side. Go ahead and extend your right leg out and then pull your left foot in towards the groin. As you sit up nice and tall, draw the abdomen in and just slide the hands towards the toes, not forcing here. If it's comfortable for you to grab the toes, go ahead. There you go. Let's hold for about 2 more breaths here. And then we'll take the left arm and add a little gentle side stretch, reaching up and across, peering up towards the palm of that hand. And we'll hold about 15 seconds here. Good. Send the breath into where you feel that tension. For me, it's right in the side of my, well, it's my right side, but it'd be your left. On that next inhale, come on up and out of it. In between sides, let's go into a little butterfly. So bring your right leg in, bottoms of the feet together. Still stay up on those sit bones. Draw the shoulders back. And then just invite the knees to drop down here. Tall chest. See how much you can lift the chest, how much you can draw those shoulders back. Close the eyes. Feel your body breathe for 2 more cycles. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Good. When you're ready, keep that right foot tucked in. Extend your left. Reestablish that you're up on your sit bones. We're going to start with both hands reaching for the toes. Draw the belly in. Just a nice gentle toe touch here. This one can get intense fast, so just be patient if it's comfortable to grab the toes, you can go ahead and pull the toes back. Holding here for about 3 more cycles of breathing, and then we will add the side stretch. When you're ready, right arm comes up and across, palm facing down towards you, head looking up towards the palm. Fantastic. On that next breath, go ahead and come on out. We're going to make our way into down dog. We're going to do our flow of down dog into pigeon into seated twist to finish out our series. So make your way onto all fours. Nice wide handprint. Draw the belly in, turn the toes under. Hips go nice and high. And let's start here by down dog pulses. Gently pulse forward onto your hands. Gently pulse back. Draw the chin to the chest. Guide that heart towards your thighs. Good. Pedal out the heels. And then when you're ready, let's start with your right leg. You're going to start by extending your right leg up and back. Squeeze the glute, point the toe, elongate through that leg. Beautiful. And then guide it forward, trying to square the hips and shoulders. You can use a block here as needed or pillow. Making your way into pigeon. And just don't drop into that hip on your right side. So use your upper body to control how far in that stretch you go. If it feels good to come low, you can come down onto those forearms. Gonna hold about another 20 seconds here. If you would like to grab the foot of a trail leg, you can take your left hand, bend the left knee, and grab the foot on the left. Good job. So I'm up on my straight arm on the right side. Good. And go ahead and release that back foot. Come onto the hip on your right side and swing that left leg around, seated twist. Good. Sitting nice and tall. Elongate through your spine as you hug your leg in. And then we're going to take your left hand, reach it back behind you, turn the head looking over the shoulders. And you can use your right arm, use the elbow, kind of drive that knee in towards the chest. Let's go 3 more cycles of breathing. As you breathe in, sit as tall as you can out of your sit bones. And then as you exhale, just invite your body to go a little bit deeper into that twist without forcing. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and unwind your body. You're going to make our way back into down dog and balance it out on the opposite side. So it should have been your left leg that you were hugging in, and that's the leg we're going to send up and back. But let's take a little time in down dog first. So nice wide handprint. Stretch the back side of the body. Gently pulsing the head towards the thighs, heart towards the thighs, rocking forward, rocking back, and then give her a nice stretch the calves, lower the calf down, lower the heel down rather, switching sides. Very good. Then when you're ready, we're going to extend that left leg up and back. So point the toe, extend the hips, squeeze the glute, and then glide it forward. Square those hips and shoulders, coming into pigeon. Good job. Remember not to drop into that hip, just hold a little bit of tension here. Gently rock yourself side to side if that feels good. If you like to come down on those forearms. I've got about another 30 seconds here. Good. If you want to turn it into the ultimate stretch for the last 20 seconds, you can come back up onto the hands and then take your right hand, reach behind you, grab the right foot with that right hand. There you go. A lot easier when you're not down on those forearms. Nice work. One more breath. And then when you're ready, release that trail foot. If you're holding it, swing that back leg around, seated twist, second side. Just be sure you're sitting nice and tall. Gently hug the leg in. Shoulders back and down. Good. When you're ready, you're going to take your right hand, reach it back behind you, curl those fingers around. You can work the left hand on the inside of the right thigh. Turn the eyes, looking over that right shoulder. And 3 more breaths here. Elongate on that inhale. Keep the length in your spine as you move a little bit more to that twist on the exhale. Twice more. And when you're ready, go ahead and come on out. All right, that's all we have for today. I invite you to just come on to your back to finish. You can lie flat on your back. You can repeat some of those low back stretches that we did earlier in the hour. Anything that feels best for you. But most of all, I just invite you to take a moment to yourself before you jump into whatever you have next for the day. Take time to pause. We got to slow down so that life feels like it slows down for us. All right, friends, stay hydrated. Eat some yummy veggies. We'll see you next time.